Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm going to be showing you a perk combination that you can look for on an igneous hammer. Now I know a lot of you see the igneous hammer as pretty unapproachable and unobtainable right now, but we know it's just a matter of time before you can get your hands on one of these things without going flawless, right? It'll be the 3-win reward, the 5-win reward, something like that pretty soon. I think they know they need to be frank, in order to get players excited to hop back into the playlist. But this particular perk combination, it's not available on any other currently relevant 120 hand cannon. It is a possible combination on the Loud Lullaby from the Shadowkeep DLC. That is unfortunately a sunset gun currently. It won't be down the road, but right now it is. But with this combo, you can infinitely 2-tap Guardians in PvP without reloading your weapon, obviously until of course you die. So you can see in this clip, for example, how many shots I fire without reloading. Sometimes in the gameplay that you're going to be watching in this video, I'll be shooting almost 20 bullets with an 8-round magazine hand cannon, right? Almost 20 bullets without reloading. And you're going to see a lot of that. So just watch the magazine count as I'm going on some of these longer kill streaks. It's really interesting. So it's not just good for 6s either. I've had team wipes in 3s as well. But before we break this down, here's a quick word from today's sponsor on the video. Now, you can tell a lot about a man based on the way that he treats his lawn. You can bet if a lawn is uncut, sloppy, poorly edged, and there's grass trimmings laying around near mowing lines, hey, this guy's slacking. Makes you wonder what else he might be slacking on, though. But I tell you what, I am accepting an invitation to come over for a barbecue if the guy has everything well maintained and has the right tools to get the job done. Now, gentlemen, this same principle applies when we're talking about what you got going on underneath that belt line. Left untreated, it's going to get overgrown and sloppy. We don't want your partner to find themselves having a similar experience to somebody opening up a basement door in the house of a hoarder. Your partner's going to be much more open to an invitation if they can see that you take your hygiene seriously. And that's why I recommend the Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0. Now, I bought one myself, but then when Manscaped approached me about doing some sponsored content and they said, we'll send you a Perfect Package 3.0, I left that detail out. So now I got 2 perfect packages, baby. Now, the Mona Lisa of this perfect package is the Lawnmower 3.0, okay? Now, every man is scared about one thing when it comes to their goods south of the border, and that's nicks and cuts. They are no bueno. A day can go from good to real fast when your manhood experiences injuries of any kind. The lawnmower is perfectly safe to use on skin that's bumpy and uneven, even has an LED light on it. You can mow confidently and take care of business without any anxiety. The Perfect Package 3.0 also includes deodorant for your goods that's anti-chafing, and it keeps you smelling fresh so you're not shy when it's business time. You also get toner for quick refreshing spritzes on the go. They also throw in a pair of anti-chafing boxers, which are mega comfortable, and the shed to keep all your tools in. So it's time to start taking your lawn care seriously. Use code Vanguard20 when you check out at manscaped.com for 20% off discount and free shipping on your order. And thank you very much, Manscaped, for sponsoring the content today. Alrighty, so here's the breakdown. In order to make this work, you're going to need Rampage, right? First and foremost, Rampage is going to ramp up your damage on a 120 hand cannon to 99 damage per headshot so that you can 2-tap Guardians in PvP, right? That's nothing new. But there's a bit of a workaround, by the way, for this combination on the steady hand. It's not the same combination, it's a different combination, but it achieves the same end, I think, and I'll talk about that later down the road since that's a more, maybe more obtainable hand cannon for a lot of people. But the next perk that I'm using is Subsistence. Now, here's where your creative freedom really comes in when you're looking at potential builds, okay? The only 120 that can roll Subsistence, or the only 120s that can roll Subsistence have 8 rounds in the magazine. So here's the problem. Okay, Subsistence only refunds 20% of your base magazine on kill. So with 8 rounds in the magazine, that's only going to give you 1 bullet, right? So the problem there is that if it takes 2 bullets to kill someone with Rampage, and you're only getting 1 bullet back on kill, then eventually, inevitably, you're going to hit the bottom of the magazine. You're going to be forced to reload the weapon, right? And that's why Subsistence gets overlooked on 120s. That is the #1 reason. But here's what I did on my igneous hammer. Okay, I ended up using ricochet rounds as my mag perk, right? It's the best mag perk out there for a hand cannon. That's what everyone wants. So I don't want to sacrifice my consistency on the gun. But then I opted to use backup mag as my mod instead of Icarus, right? Most people use Icarus on their hand cannons because they want to be jumping around like some, you know, some spider monkey or something shooting you. But I don't do a lot of that. You know, I spend a lot of boots on the ground time. So I sacrificed Icarus, and I used backup mag instead. Now this bumps my magazine up to 11. So let's get back to doing the math with subsistence. That means that when I get a kill, I'm going to get 2 rounds refunded into my mag because of the 20% of the base mag value that subsistence refunds, right? So what this basically means is that if you consistently have enemies to shoot at, then you can endlessly 2-tap without reloading your weapon at all. It gives you that confidence, right, to stay in the gunfight. Like, you can stay committed, keep ramping up Rampage, and keep refreshing the cooldown on it, and keep ammo in your magazine. It's crazy. It's a ton of fun. I did this a bunch on my Hunter just because, you know, Hunter movement with hand cannons, it's a bit of a no-brainer sometimes. The directional control, the ability to abandon a lane with a dodge and break aim assist, it's just incredibly useful and much faster than trying to get a rift or a barricade up when things get too hot. But then later, I ended up switching over to using my Warlock and actually leveraging the Devour skill. So instead of abandoning lanes, I was like, why don't I just stay in the fight longer? So that way I could continue to stand my ground and heal whenever I got another 2-tap. And I could just shoot forever, right? And until I got overrun and died or I ran out of enemies to shoot at, I could just shoot forever. And it made for a really fun sort of like mini game for me to play in PvP, especially with Clash up. Clash is up currently, at least when this video goes live, it should be still up until reset. But Clash is a great game mode if you just want to do silly stuff like that, test out builds. You don't have to worry about stacking up on zones and trying to be cognizant of spawn flips and map control quite as much. You can just kind of play how you want to play and take the engagements you want to take, right? So it made for a fun little mini game for me. How long can I stand my ground? How many kills can I get in a single magazine, you know? Along those lines, I want to issue a challenge to you guys in a minute, so stay tuned for that. So here you go. If Igneous is currently out of reach for you, like I said earlier, you can get this roll on a Loud Lullaby, but you can also use a similar combination on the Steady Hand that plays out much the same way. Okay, so Steady Hand can roll Swashbuckler, and it can roll Slide Shot. Okay, now that combo will effectively accomplish the same thing. You can ramp up Swashbuckler to get 2-taps, and you can keep sliding into gunfights to keep your magazine topped off too, right? So I'd love to see what you all are capable of. If you can get your hands on a roll like this, then I want to see how many kills you can get in a single magazine. So if you hit a nice clip, upload it to YouTube or to Twitter and tag me. I want to see it. I want to see you maximize this combo. So let me see what you've got. And if I like it enough, I might retweet or share it on my Twitter account too. So thanks so much for watching my video, for supporting my content. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.